Hey everyone, today I'm going to teach you how you can beat Lumberloon, the idrag variant with classic Lavaloon. I'm going to give you some tips and hopefully you can get better at this matchup. Let's get into it. So Lumberloon is it's a tough matchup. It's really hard. They have the edrag, NATO, freeze, inferno dragon. And it's just terrible to face in my opinion. But there is ways to beat it. I'm going to go over that, and usually what you're going to make sure you want to do is start the game off right. Don't play anything that's going to let him go in with the Lumberloon. And what I mean is, like, don't make sure you always have an air card in cycle at the beginning of the game. Don't waste your tombstones and stuff. Don't go lava in the back first play. I never go lava in the back first play, really, with this deck. Don't go at me in the comments, oh, I saw you play lava first play in the stream. Like, come on. You shouldn't go lava first play. That's just not what you should do. And what I recommend instead is, if they don't play anything, you don't play anything. Maybe cycle a zap, and if they still don't play anything, just kind of chill out. You can play something if you desperately want to, but I recommend it not be a loon or a lava. Sometimes, actually, I do go with the loon at the bridge, just to kind of, like, if I know I have the Mega Minion guards, Tombstone, Fireball, I'll just kind of maybe play that to see what they have. But other than that, so here we go, and we start the actual matchup. And what I recommend is, if you're in a position where you could defend a Lumberloon and he puts a bowler down, go opposite lane with the bowler. You don't want to be stuck behind a bowler, because then your support troops can't deal any damage to his edrag, and since your spells can't kill the edrag, you have to rely on support units to deal that job. And here I did a little mistake with the tombstone. I thought the edrag was going to go in tower range, but it didn't, so I was forced to use these skeleton dragons here. Now what I do is fireball this edrag, because I want to make sure that I deal as much damage to it as possible. If we can get the edrag off the board in single elixir, you can usually win the game. And so here we tried to outcycle him and stuff, since I knew his NATO and stuff was out of hand. The edrag dies, sorry, I might confuse that a little bit. And so here we go in with the zap last minute, and we do get additional balloon hits, and we take his tower, and we haven't taken any damage. Now, reliably, does that work always? No, but you have to be able to take the opportunity to go in with your support units. So if you have a bowler down, or if you see his bowler down, you want to make sure you take it out, or with, like, place a Mega Minion on the field, and then go with the lava in the back, because you want to try and build up a lava push. Most importantly, do that only if his edrag is out of his hand, because if his edrag isn't out of his hand, he's just going to Inferno Dragon, and then he's going to kill your whole push with the combination of cards he has. But as you can see, we went in after his edrag was there, and this matchup is really easy if it just comes down to defense. Like, if you're just playing defense and you're up a tower, it's really easy to defend the Lumberloon. The struggles come when you try and beat the Lumberloon by playing defense and offense at the same time. You need to have a good mix of those, which will happen in the next matchup that I show you. But yeah, if he does go with his edrag and you are able to defeat that, and it's still out of his cycle, go in with your Lavaloon push, because that is the only good opportunity you will have, since he has to cycle back. Alrighty, so jumping into our next matchup, I do have some tips for you. I'm going to explain, like, the strategies I make as the game goes on, since I don't have a bunch of set points. But one of the points I do have for you is just kind of stagger out your lava pushes, and I'll talk about those more when it actually happens, because I show you when it does happen. But as you can see here, we kind of just chill the start of the matchup, and then we're just, you know, kind of just laying here, can wait for him to make a move. If he does make a move, maybe we make a passive move, like Mega Minion in the back or Tombstone or something. And that Tombstone high position, I don't like going Tombstone first play, but that is the position that you want to go for, because it does pull units in both lanes, since it's one tile higher than the normal position. So we do the lava there, because I feel comfortable going with the lava if I already have a tombstone down. And a quick tip is to go with the lava in the tombstone's opposite lane. But here we go with the Mega Minion, because I feel like the Mega Minion is a very nice support unit. It does a lot of damage as well, so it can be a substitute for a win condition. And also we need to take care of that bowler because it does do a lot of damage. And here he does tornado. And so we gotta go in with the skelly drags here. And when I talk about staggering lava pushes, that's what I mean. Should we have zapped there? Maybe, but I decided not to because I wanted to go in with the balloon push here and then zap his inferno dragon because I knew his nado's out of hand, so that's the only counter he had. And I was kind of annoyed there that that E-drag hit our skelly drag because I thought that was going to help wrap up the lumberjack and deal some damage. So maybe I would have dealt less, took less damage from that lumberjack if I had maybe played cards instead of the zap, but I don't think that makes too big of a difference. I think we would have just been in a worse situation. You want to get his tower as low as possible early, but when I talk about staggering your lava push, what I'm talking about is, as you can see now, his hand is not ready to deal with our lava, so he goes with the bowler in the back, and here we can respond with the lava because his Inferno Dragon is out of hand. And that's like, I go lava opposite lane because I don't like to deal with bowlers, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I feint, let him have this tower. If I can defend it, I will defend it. If I can't defend it, then we will go all in opposite lane. And so as you can see here, we try and defend this with a beautiful play here. We play a bunch of cards to try and cycle back to another tombstone, and we do pull the loon all over the place. And as you can see here, he has not been able to take out our loon before we got another hit, and now he's trying to play split lane because if he didn't play anything on that left tower, he was going to lose it. And so here he's really stuck. All he has is his freeze. He's really low on elixir. We do get a loon hit before he goes in with the freeze, and now we zap the tower, get a skelly dragon. He nados here, and that does allow him to sadly keep onto his tower a little bit longer. And this is very scary here, but we are able to use the mega minion and the tombstone to I waited on the tombstone as long as I could because I wanted to be able to pull his loon if he played a balloon, since Death Bomb would win it. But here we just go with the zap, and then we go with the fireball, and that is a GG's. And it was very intense, that bowler. I don't know if it took that tower. Maybe it probably did, actually. I think it does more than 254 at level 11. 288, yes, and that was scary indeed, but we were able to win that matchup, and I think that was kind of, I explained why we did that, what we did, and I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any tips, of course, hit me up on Discord, hit me up in the comments, and tune into our streams. I do stream daily on Twitch, so hope you enjoyed. Peace out.